Hi everybody. This week's film club at home selection is Ridley Scott's Alien from 1979, which we're watching in tribute to the actor Ian Holm, who died last week. If you read the obituaries of Ian Holm, you'll know that he was a titan of the stage, particularly in Shakespeare and Pinter plays. On film, he's now certainly most famous for playing Bilbo Baggins, but Alien is one of my all-time favourites, and Holm's Ash is so central to the plot and the whole Alien mythos that there's some sort of twist on his character in every subsequent sequel. It's also a film that is always worth rewatching, or, if you've never seen it, use this as an excuse to plug a major gap in your film knowledge. The origins of Alien lie with another favourite of mine that we showed at Film Club some years ago, John Carpenter's 1974 spaced-out comedy Dark Star. Carpenter co-wrote Dark Star with Dan O'Bannon, who also acts in the film. If you've seen it, you'll remember that the alien in that low-budget film was literally a spray-painted beach ball. O'Bannon said that making Dark Star inspired him, in his words, really wanting to do an alien that looked real. So he took the people stuck in outer space with an alien on board idea from Dark Star and flipped it into a horror movie. Film nerds like me love to debate whether this original film or James Cameron's sequel, Aliens, is the better movie. I am very much in the Alien camp, and I think it's simply a matter of taste. The sequel is much more of an action film. There's a bigger cast, there are more monsters. Alien is much more of a traditional suspense film. When Dan O'Bannon and his collaborator Ron Shusett were trying to sell their script, they pitched it as Jaws in space. As in Jaws, there's quite a lot of build-up before we see the alien in all its glory, which lets your imagination wander about what this awful creature actually looks like. When he was making the film, Ridley Scott said, "I've never liked horror films before, because in the end, it's always been a man in a rubber suit. Well, there's one way to deal with that. The most important thing in a film of this type is not what you see, but the effect of what you think you saw." The alien creature is one of the most famous monsters in cinema history. It was designed by the Swiss surrealist artist H.R. Giger. O'Bannon met Giger when he was working in Paris on Alejandro Jodorowsky's ill-fated adaptation of Dune. O'Bannon said, "His paintings had a profound effect on me. I'd never seen anything that was quite as horrible and at the same time as beautiful as his work. And so I ended up writing a script about a Giger monster." The overtly sexual and creepy Giger imagery in Alien is completely unique. Sigourney Weaver described the alien as very beautiful and very erotic. O'Bannon summed up his intentions by saying, "One thing that people are all disturbed about is sex. I said, that's how I'm going to attack the audience. I'm going to attack them sexually, and I'm not going to go after the women in the audience. I'm going to attack the men. I'm going to put in every image I can think of to make the men in the audience cross their legs. Homosexual oral rape, birth, the thing lays its eggs down your throat, the whole number." The main inspiration was a Giger painting called Necromon 4, and if you Google that, you'll see how similar the image is to the creatures in the Alien films. The infamous chestburster was inspired by Francis Bacon's 3 studies for figures at the base of a crucifixion. And again, if you look up that picture, you'll see what I mean. The actual head of the full-size alien was created by the Italian special effects artist Carlo Rambaldi, who had designed the aliens in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and later designed E.T. And, I think, deservedly, the film won the Oscar for Best Special Effects. In addition to the otherworldly nature of the alien design, the other absolutely amazing element of production design are the sets. Roger Christian was Oscar nominated for art direction, an award he'd previously won for the first Star Wars film. And Alien has got a similar kind of second-hand, battered-up feel as the Star Wars movies. The appeal of Alien to 20th Century Fox was it was another sci-fi movie they hoped would capitalise on the success of George Lucas's blockbuster. But obviously, it feels much less fantastical. One reason for that, and another reason I love Alien, is it's also more of a workplace drama than traditional sci-fi adventure story. It's worth remembering that the Nostromo, the spaceship where the action takes place, is a mining ship. The crew's mission is to return 20 million tons of ore to Earth. It's not to seek out new life and new civilizations. They're just trying to do a job. And the crew don't look like space adventurers either. Tom Skerritt has got a touch of Hollywood glamour, but Ian Holm and John Hurt don't really. You've also got the brilliant Yaphet Kotto and Harry Dean Stanton bitching and moaning about how they're going to get paid. There's no underlying romance with Veronica Cartwright's character either. And of course, right in the middle is Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, one of the all-time great characters in film. Ripley was originally written as a man, and Ridley Scott is credited with the change. Weaver is perfectly cast. She is utterly convincing as the person who assumes control of the situation. This was her first major role in film, and she admitted it wasn't quite what she had in mind for her big screen breakthrough. I'd done so much weird off-Broadway stuff that I thought, this is sort of the film equivalent of that, and I liked Ripley right away. So to me it was very cool. Dark, low-budget movie with amazing elements in it, a great cast, and a clearly brilliant director. And I was so tall that regular executives and producers didn't know what to do with me, so I thought this was a good fit because I could do my own thing. And she really does. If you search for alien and feminist, you will find plenty of good articles, and I've linked to some of them on our website. I've not checked, but I imagine a search for alien and Freudian would also yield many Google results too. If you want to learn more about the film's production, there is no shortage of information out there. There's a good feature-length documentary called The Beast Within, which you can find on YouTube. I would also recommend this very nice coffee table book by J.W. Rinsler, The Making of Alien. It's excellent. And as always, we'll add links on the website to where you can stream the film. So please let us know what you think. Stay safe, video well.